And we're live.
Have you seen those pictures of San Francisco?
Yeah, it looks like
hell. What the hell caused that?
It's gotta be the fires, right?
Yeah, but like those fires happen every single year. I've never seen it that intense, like in the main city area.
I think it's the smoke like reflecting the city light back down. You know how like cities have that orange haze above them, like sometimes. Like I think it's reflecting that orange haze back onto the city. It looked cool though.
Mm-hmm.
It looked cool. Everybody was blaming the gender reveal for like all these wildfires. And then I saw a bar graph a little while ago, and it was like the causes of California wildfires represented in a not a bar graph, but a pie graph. And it was like 70% lightning, and then like 20% something else, 8% something else, and like 0.7% were gender reveals. Like they caused like 2 wildfires, and everybody's like freaking out over fucking gender reveals. They're fucking cool, especially the ones where you use explosives. I set one up for Scott whenever one of his bastard children was born.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you set it up?
Took a big box of colored chalk, like powdered colored chalk, the kind you use. If you do carpentry, you have this thing called a chalk line where it's like it's like a tape measure, but a string comes out instead. And it's on the inside, there's tons of this powdered chalk, blue or red. And so the string is always getting like getting that on there. So you stretch out this line and you pull it taut, and then you pull it up like a guitar string and release it, and it goes poof, and like leaves this really perfectly straight chalk line across like wood or concrete for like construction stuff. Well, you can buy that stuff in bulk, like pounds and pounds of it. So I was like, yeah, buy like 5 pounds of that, and then we'll take 5 pounds of tannerite, and we'll put the chalk on top of the tannerite, shoot the tannerite, and when it blew up, it just made this gigantic blue cloud of chalk. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't start a wildfire or anything.
Not in Georgia.
No, not in Georgia.
No, it's too wet where all of us live. So many people seemingly build their houses back every 3 years in those same areas, or every couple years, or every year.
I would never live in one of those places where it's like whenever I see those people, we're gonna rebuild. It's like, fuck. It's a big country.
This is God telling you to move.
There's no way I would live in a hurricane zone. I wouldn't really even want to live like in that North Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas tornado alley place. Like tornadoes are scary. It's one of the few things that have ever happened in my life that are like completely out of my control. And we're like in the house, in the basement or whatever hiding. And it's like, I hope the roll of the dice doesn't come this way, or we're going to get sucked up and die.
Yeah, like a fence post will impale you 600 feet in the air, and you'll be dead.
Yeah, there's a thing out there killing people, and I hope it doesn't come over here.
Did you have tornado drill stuff in school, like grade school?
Yeah. Go out in the hallway, heads between your knees.
We had I remember in grade school, it was like, all right, tornado drill time, and it was like go into the cubbies, which were like little cutout enclaves in one hallway, and just sit there under. And all I could picture, because I'd seen Twister. And so it was like later grade school, I guess. And I could just picture getting sucked up like one of those cows and just being like, there's no way this cubby is going to. And I could, in my head, like, those shitty little poorly hung hooks where you put your shitty backpack.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, would I be fast enough to grab one of those? And just picturing my little body just little feet flapping in the air. Just freaking the fuck out. Dude, tornadoes really, really frightened me.
They're really scary. And there's no reason to live in a place where they happen that regularly. Like my whole life here in Georgia, I've experienced like 5 or 6. Like,
we even get them here all the time. Like they test the tornado alarms every like Monday morning. Like you can hear them during office hours where it goes like
yeah. My town had one of those, and it was scary to hear. It was scary to hear that thing like rev up. It was one of those old style like air sirens. They're fucking scary. I wouldn't live anywhere where there are earthquakes or tsunamis. Or tsunamis is a whole different story.
We're all safe from tsunamis.
Yeah, well, mostly hurricanes, especially though. Like those people in Florida who are just every year, and on the coast of South Carolina as well, and I wouldn't live there. Fuck it.
Well, it hammers where wings lit, like Myrtle Beach, all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Myrtle Beach has been fucked a few times.
That seems scary to live there then. I would not want to be right in Hurricane Alley or whatever the fuck they call it. Hurricanes are frightening. But at least with hurricanes, I feel like, all right, fucking 3 weeks from now, hurricane time. Whereas tornadoes, it'll be like, hey, there's an extreme thunderstorm. Oh, no, wait, tornadoes are touching down. And it's crazy. We had this a few weeks ago where I don't know if you've seen it. The sky is like a deep green, like algae almost. Like it's very not as deep as algae, but like a green tint on everything. And I was like sitting watching some like Impractical Jokers probably, and I've got skylights in my living room, and like just looking out into the sky, just green, and it's like that's like the number one sign that tornadoes are is it turns green for some reason. So they're cool to see on TV and on YouTube videos. Those storm chasers they deserve to get sucked up. That's absurd. What are you doing? Why do you do that? Did you ever watch those shows?
Oh yeah.
It just seems so scary. Like it's faster than you and you're chasing it. What if it decides to fight back? Well, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, the cars are faster. Like they can get away from it. It's just if they end up in the path of it and then it sort of diverts and then it heads their way and catches them, it could fuck them up. I don't know. I could see doing that. That does look kind of fun. I remember. I watched that movie Twister when I was a kid too. I saw that in theaters, like early 90s, 93 probably. That was a good movie at the time. Helen Hunt and maybe Bill Paxton. Yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
Bill Paxton. It was. I mean, that scared me. Tornado or Twister.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman, I think.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
He was great. Too soon. Awesome. He was so good. There's paths of fire, you know.
Right. Have you seen the pictures of? Is it San Francisco? Where is it super red right now?
Yeah, we discussed that while you stepped away.
Oh, do you think it's real? Is it?
Yeah,
it seems to be real. Yeah, it looks way worse than ever.
I just wonder if it's if that's like 80%. I'm just naturally suspicious. Like maybe it's a little orange tinted, so they cranked up the saturation and said, look at this. I have seen so many beautiful sunsets. I have a friend who's colorblind, and he has those colorblind sunglasses, and he puts them in front of his cell phone, takes a picture of what is an 8 out of 10 sunset, and it looks 11 out of 10 through those, the colorblind sunglasses.
Yeah.
You've seen them. And you look at it. Now, whenever I see his beautiful pictures, I'm like, I don't trust them. They look way better in your photo than they do in real life. Is it that red? I don't know. Maybe
it's pretty red.
Leave a comment. Let me know.
If you're in San Francisco, let us know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't believe the rest of you.
Tweet me photos of it.
That doesn't
but without
work.
Colorblind glasses in front of it.
Yes, right. It's just so red, so crazy. Or maybe that's just the sunset, and they have like localized smoke. Why is it that red? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like hell. At least the photos on Twitter look like it's everything's burning, which I guess everything is.
No,
I think it's homosexuality.
This is God's vengeance. Yeah. They are Sodom.
I get a kick out of it.
How scary would it be if God started wrathing on us? Like if he showed up and he was like, "Yeah, I've got a lot of bones to pick. I'm gonna start to work," and he just started like fucking shit up. How scary would that be?
That's a problem.
What if it turned out that one of the religions we're not even associated with was right? What if
the Mormons got it?
What if the fucking Mormons were right?
Scientology.
What if the Amish have been doing shit the right way this whole fucking time?
It's probably someone like them. I mean, how could the Amish be wrong? They're so sweet. They're clearly trying their best.
If any of them deserve to be right, the Mormons are in that little area.
Mormons?